So I was planning on putting tulips here, but I'm not going to do that because it rained the other day and it didn't look like it was draining very well. So we're going to just plant them over in the raised beds. So here is my raised vegetable garden. So I usually plant vegetables here in these raised beds. I don't want to mess around with any of our heavy clay soil this year just because I don't want to lose any bulbs to rotting. So I'm just going to put them in the raised beds and then maybe next year we can have a better solution for that. Alright, so I have my box of bulbs here from Longfield Gardens and I've got a bunch of different kinds in here. Let's see. So I got 4 different kinds of tulips. I got an early bloomer that is called the Prince Mix, and it's like lavender, it's like very pastel lavender and yellow and pink colors. For my mid-spring bloomer, I have a Darwin hybrid tulip mix called Sunset Mix, which is like oranges and pinks and yellows. And then for later bloomers, I have 2 kinds. I have a double mix that's called Parade of Pink, and it's just a double tulip with pinks and it looks really nice. And then I also got some parrot tulips. I got 100 of the plum parrot mix. So I'm going to clear out some of these vegetables that are ready to be harvested and then we'll plant up these tulips. See all the mole holes? Love it. See that right there? Mole hole. Alright, Prince Mix going in first. Alright, I hope you can see that. So I've got some tulips in here. I got 200 in here with the netting underneath. And I'm just going to cover this up and then I'm going to do the other section. Can you tell? I got this flattened out and then my pile of dirt. So we're going to finish planting up these bulbs. Can you see my babies glowing in the night? Is progress. Hey everyone, so it is a new day. Today it's 45 degrees out and it's cloudy, so hopefully it won't rain on me today. I finally got my Color Blends bulbs delivered. So the other day I tried to just plant up all my Longfield bulbs, which I planted in the far planter over there. I still have about 50 tulip bulbs left to plant from that batch. So let's walk through what bulbs I got from Color Blends. So I got 300 of the Tucano mix, which is a red and yellow parrot tulip mix. I got 200 of Parade Design, which is a red tulip, like single tulip with variegated leaves. So that should be kind of fun. And then I got 200 of the Novi Sun, which is a yellow tulip. I also got Upstar, 200 of those, which is a pink double tulip. And then I got 200 of the Royal 10, which is a pink tulip with some white at the base. So that's it for all of my tulips. And then I ordered 200 of the Tizeta Essentials Daffodils, which are, I think, for warmer zones. So really I think they only do well in like zone 7 or 8. So that's perfect for me here. So we'll see how those work out. When I was at the hardware store, they had 75% off fall planted bulbs. So I just got 50 daffodils here for $7. So I'm going to plant these up today as well. Let's just finish planting up all the tulips here in these raised beds, and then I'll take you over and show you where I'm planting my daffodils. So just a little side note on this trellising stuff that I'm putting at the bottom of the planters. So I'm pretty sure that we have moles here, not voles. And moles don't usually eat vegetation. So I think that my bulbs should be okay from any type of animal damage, because I don't really ever see any type of vole damage on my bulbs. But the moles do come through. Like you can see here, this is a molehill, because they just run around underneath there and mess up all my stuff. So I'm just gonna try to put that down there just to make sure that it's okay, but it's probably not gonna do anything. But I have it on hand, so we'll just do it. Alright, here's all my bulbs, so I'm going to try to fit as many as possible in this planter, so let's see how I can do. $100 down. Look at this. This is the Tucano one. And this is the Upstar. Way different sizing. These will be good, I think. So I only have this little corner left, and I still have 100 Tucano to plant with these ones, but I don't think it's going to fit, so I'm just going to do the leftover sunset mix I didn't plant over there. Alright, I got about 650 bulbs in this bed. So now I'm just going to cover them up and then put the labels on them. Alright, so I have 500 tulip bulbs in here, and you can see there's a small little section that's raised up a little bit. I put a little bit more dirt in there, and I'm going to plant some of my anemone corms in there. So I've got these little decane mix anemones in a bunch of different colors. I have 50 of these. These need to be planted 3 inches deep and 3 inches apart. So hopefully we can fit those in there. Perfect. Alright, just a couple notes about this. So this is called the egg carton method of planting tulips. And basically you plant them like eggs in a carton. So they're really close together, almost touching. And this serves a couple different reasons. So the reason why we do this for cut flowers is because tulips are considered annuals when you're selling them as cut flowers. And so when you go to harvest them, you want to pull out the whole tulip and the bulb, everything. So, these aren't going to stay in the ground and try to make more tulips, so they don't need a bunch of room because, they're basically one and done. The other benefit of planting these like this for cut flowers is that it makes the stem length longer. So they're so much closer together, and when they come up out of the soil and they want to reach for the sunlight, they reach a little bit taller because they're so, they're competing with other tulips. So that can help improve the stem length on your tulips when you're selling cut flowers. So in here I have 500 tulips and 50 anemone corms at the end. And then I've got about 550 tulips, I think, in the other bed, and 650 in this bed over here. So I'm just going to finish up this bed, put some soil on top here, and then we'll go plant the daffodils. This is where I'm going to be planting all of the daffodils. So this is something that we've been working on, which is like a permanent landscape installation in our backyard. So we built this retaining wall using some recycled concrete from our driveway that we ripped up and redid in gravel. My goal with the daffodils is to get them to naturalize on this hillside. Since I'm going to try to get these daffodils to naturalize, they are basically going to become a perennial for me. So I want to make sure they get a really good head start, and I'm going to put some bulb tone into each of the holes so that they can have lots of energy to reproduce next year. I'm just going to kind of plant them spaced out throughout this whole hill. Hopefully over the years they will naturalize and we'll always have a beautiful spring show. Alright, so I got all of the daffodils planted up over there in the landscape on the hill garden, I guess we could call it. So I still have, let's see, some left over in this bag. I think we'll plant the leftover daffodils in here and then just let them naturalize. I think that'll look really great, and you can still see it from the road, so it'll be a nice pop of color. Hey, check this out. This is called a snowberry, and this is native to the Pacific Northwest, and this will be really cool to use in fall arrangements or maybe some winter arrangements. Yeah. Kind of fun, huh? Little white berries. These usually grow along streams where it's kind of wet, and right here we have a creek, so perfect spot for it. That's a big one. That's my empty box. Yes, finally. Alright, I'm done planting over here along the woodland edge. So that is all I'm doing for today. So altogether I put 1,900 corms and bulbs in the ground today. So all those tulips in the raised beds and the anemone corms in there, and then all the daffodils along the hillside garden in the landscape, and then here on the woodland edge. So I am so glad to finally be done planting up bulbs for this season. Hopefully they work out and they don't drown. You know, I'm curious, which tulips are your favorite? Leave a comment down below. The next couple things I have to take care of for the farm is I need to build my roadside stand, and then I also need to start working on the main beds that I'll be growing most of my annuals in. I'm getting myself a little blister from the trowel, and I'm super dirty, but you know, that's how it goes. Thanks for sticking around and watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.